Hello, everyone.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Welcome to episode 2.
Hell yeah! The time has come for episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we haven't filmed in so
I know.
long.
It's been, I think, like a month. More than a month. Lots happened.
Yeah.
And life has been eventful for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we're excited to talk about this topic today. You want to tell them our topic?
Yeah. So our topic for today is living authentically in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we're just going to talk about what it means to be our authentic selves and going through this year specifically as authentically as possible.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's been a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah.
Both of us have come into a beautiful season where we have a new opportunity to be authentically ourselves, but that also comes with challenges and really trying to understand and discover what it is to live our authentic lives. It's a beautiful, chaotic experience, but that's why we're so glad to be able to share it with each other and with you guys. That's kind of why we started this podcast. What are some experiences that you've had trying to live authentically, Jazasia?
Just like in general?
I mean, do you want to share like how that has changed for you?
Yeah, okay. So I feel like before, like within the past few years, I've kind of just been, I wasn't fully myself.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I was a very different person like a year ago, 2 years ago. Actually,
Facts.
Yeah, 2 years ago I was not myself at all. I was deep in a hole.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, I was very depressed. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I wouldn't go out. And I felt like I was stuck in that place. I felt the need to like kind of keep doing things for other people and doing things in making them happy versus making myself happy. So I feel like right now, I think the main difference is I wanted to start doing stuff for myself again. And I feel like I have been doing stuff for myself again, which I love. So I don't have any like, maybe I'll think about it later. But
yeah, no, I really relate and I agree with you. Both of us were in a really dark place a couple years ago. It's different, trying to live more at peace and happier and truly living in a way where it feels like you're living for yourself, right? And not trying to please other people or be molded into what someone else wants you to be.
Yeah.
And that's why this topic is so important for us, because we haven't fully discovered what it is to live authentically, but we're on that journey right now and it's pretty dope. It's almost like living a new life and discovering, oh my gosh, like this is an interesting part of myself that I'm getting to know.
Yeah.
Just like even going out, like that's been so much fun because there's not really anyone or anything holding us back from enjoying life.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually wrote a note about it. I wanted to talk about being like molded.
Yeah.
That was for a later topic in dating, but I guess since you said it already, I felt like before I would really like mold myself into like this version of like just this specific version of myself for that person.
Exactly.
Or for a person, or in dating, or just in life with like meeting new people or like any situation. I felt like I only showed a certain version of myself
that you feel like would please them.
And that would
pop off, bitch.
But yeah, that would please them. That would like interest that person.
Right.
And like I would only show that specific part of myself. I'm like really trying to like show all the versions of me.
all of them. We're always on the same freaking wave, bro. I agree. I feel like it's because we're such loving people that we want to cater naturally to the person we are dating or seeing, and it's like we want to make them happy because we think that, oh, they'll like me more, or, you know, if I show them that I can be this way, or I can fulfill a role for that person because that's what they want. When in reality, deep down, you feel like you're hindering who you really are. When in reality, you are amazing. And it's like there's so many different parts of us that it's like maybe not exactly what they're looking for, but it's like, should we have to feel like we have to fit in this box to be valued, to have attention, and to have love? Nah, man, we living in authenticity in 2025. Like, it's come to the point where we've mentioned it on our last episode, where it's like, in this season, we just don't give a fuck. And it's not to be mean, it's not to be rude, but it's because we are living in our authenticity. We have lived what it's like to try to be someone that's gonna be what the other person wants. But in the end, you're left feeling drained, sad, stressed, depressed, and not even yourself anymore. And it's like, no, you know what? If you want me to be in your life, and if you want to have us continue together, you have to love all of me. And vice versa, you know.
And that just reminds me of, I would go see people like a couple years ago. And people would tell me later on, like, Jazz doesn't really seem like herself, or she's like acting a certain way, or she's like, people were just shocked that I just wasn't being me. Because, you know, like, I could be talkative, I could be fun, I could be like,
you have that part of you.
Like doing a whole bunch of stuff, but like people were really noticing that I was not myself, and I was quiet, I was to myself. I wasn't.
It's almost like a completely different side of you.
And like in that moment, I didn't know what was going on, you know, but now that I look back, I was like, damn, like that really wasn't me. And I was like that for a while. It's just so weird to me because now, like, I feel free.
Exactly.
I'm free. I'm just living my life. I can do what I want to do and say, like, what I want. And, like, I'm really trying my best to, like, not be afraid to show who I really am.
I love that so much. And I think we're both really on that same journey, and it's great. But with that, there are people who are not used to seeing a person blossom and just not caring, because we're protecting our peace, we're protecting our energy and our growth. So it triggers people if they are not used to that, or if they want to continue to put you in a box. So it's also a place where I think boundaries are really important. Self-worth, self-value, and that's a lot of inner work to continue to understand within ourselves. You know, it's easy to like think like, oh, am I doing the right thing, or is this good for me, is this in alignment with me, does this feel right? And so that's why it's so nice to come together to be like, hey, I need some help. Give me some advice.
Like, am I going about this the right way, or like am I tripping a little bit?
Like we're smart, but no, but I mean, I'm proud of us. Like, we've had a lot of growth, you know, within this year. I don't think it's been easy, but we should be proud of ourselves.
No, for sure. I'm definitely proud of us. Us kind of like struggling to like work through living authentically and doing that. It stems from our Filipino-ness. Some of it does.
Some of it,
And because a lot of the times, like, when you think of a Filipino person, there's a certain stigma, you know, or about like who we are as a people. It's very cookie cutter. It's very like we have to be a certain type of way.
Because we would get scolded as children and as young Filipino girls, right? You know, we were just talking about this the other day. We're kind of, what is it? We're breaking the generational curse. I hope that generations after us in our bloodline, and even just as women, as Filipino women, we can inspire people to not feel like they have to hinder themselves from being their authentic, true, beautiful, different, weird, maarte like selves. Because it's like, you know, we're here to live and we're going to make mistakes and we're not perfect, but you learn from them. And I don't think you should feel bad about living who you feel like you're inside. So, and I do like how you mentioned how we're struggling in our authenticity.
I mean, it's like a work in progress. There's always gonna be something that pushes us back a little bit, or like makes us take a few steps back, and we're like, damn, like I wasn't being myself, I wasn't doing this, and I wasn't doing that. Like we're always growing.
No, I love that so much, and I don't want our audience to think, or anyone to think, that we're perfect, because we're not at all. We're a work in progress. There are times where we're doing so well on our journey and we're killing it, and then there's moments or days where we feel hella sad, or we feel like we're backtracking. We might be making bad decisions, but we're just like, okay, hold on, like let me talk to my girl. Let me kind of cry. Let me crash out. Like, let me do what I have to do to
bounce back.
Bounce back. It's definitely not like a linear journey at all. Like, we're both currently going through our, what should I do? Okay, like, how should I move? But sometimes we fall short of it, and that's okay. That is totally okay. I just love that we can really understand each other and not judge each other if we do make mistakes, or if, you know, we're just like, oh God, here we go. Look at me, like, oh God, here she goes. Don't judge me. That's the journey. So another thing I'd like to mention currently of living in authenticity for me, I've really been in my soft feminine energy for some time now. After healing, I've gone through a lot of stuff like within the past year and recently, and I just do feel like I'm ready to tap into my dark feminine energy and just really balancing
dark feminine energy.
Yeah, like you know, I feel like I've really lived in my kind, loving, happy, positive, like side of my life. And that's always been a part of me. But since I've ascended to merge with my highest self, there's a lot of power that I'm recognizing that she has, and strength, and you know, just not caring what anyone thinks and living how I want to live, and removing any negativity or toxicity from my life. Now I just feel like I'm ready to call her in, because I think there's a lot of clarity and understanding and strength and power and boundaries that she can teach me. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be really cool to allow her to just kind of come in and see how she's going to direct my life a little bit. I do feel like that's how we can kind of balance each other as well, like light and dark, you and I. Like even our nails recently, like we did French tip, and mine's white tips and hers is dark tips.
Yeah.
And we literally did it the same day.
Yeah, we got our nails done the same day.
It's just so crazy.
And we literally chose a different one.
So yeah, no, I feel like it's nice to be able to kind of feel and see your, I don't want to say dark is in bad energy, because it's not like that at all.
No, I definitely feel like I kind of give off like black cat energy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I don't take offense to it.
Yeah, so that's kind of like what I mean is I feel like I've just been this like, you know, like cute little cutesy kitten cat, but now like that dark black cat's coming out, and it's really cool.
So kind of like going back to the Filipino expectations and like Asian stigmas and stuff.
Yeah.
There's been a few people recently
Ooh.
Well, when I say recently, I mean like in the past few years, who have been like, oh, when are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna do all this stuff? And I'm like, girl, I'm turning 23. Like, chill out a little bit. Like,
pump the brakes.
Yeah, and I just feel like you see people in the Philippines, like they're young, they're starting families, and
you kind of felt like you were being rushed.
Yeah, and then people, just like random people, like
really
distant people, like not even like immediate family. I've just seen like people. They're like, oh, so when are you gonna have a kid? Oh, so when are you gonna bro?
Interesting. I didn't realize like people are still asking people that, like, dang, like, how do you even know that's what I want right now?
Exactly. That's part of it. Even like me in like going to college, like I went to college for a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't finish, but I went, and like I could have finished, but it was because like my financial aid and stuff got messed up. Even in that, like people are still asking me that too. And that has been recently of like, are you still in school? What are you doing? And like every time I feel so awkward talking about it, because it's like they're expecting me to be like, yeah, I finished school, or yeah, I'm still in school, I'm still doing all this and doing all that. It's kind of like awkward, but I'm like, I'm getting used to saying like,
it's none of your business. No, I'm just
literally, it's none of your business. But like, yeah, well, I went to school, but I'm not in school right now. I'm just working. Like, I'm still doing stuff and progressing in life, but it's just not in the way that you think. It's not in the way that like you're used to. I think that is kind of like shocks people.
Yeah.
You don't have a degree, you don't have
and that's why it's so unfortunate, because it's like it sucks when you feel like you have to be hitting a standard that most people, you know, expect you to be, because it's like, what if I don't even want that?
Yeah.
You know, and then what, you come off looking rude, or you come off looking like, oh my gosh, she doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. It's like, I went to college too for a couple of years, and I freaking loved choir and yoga. It's like my academics it's really hard. I'm not putting, you know, college down at all, but I didn't attend beauty school till 10 years later. That's when I found myself, you know, even like right after high school. It's like, you're literally still a young adult. Now you have to figure out what you're going to do
for the rest of your life.
It's like, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't the strongest in academia, but like, and I love like learning new things.
Yeah.
You know, I love taking my elective classes, like my art classes, my photography classes, like videography stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I love doing that stuff and learning that, but like, you're gonna put me in an accounting class for what? A freaking communications class?
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with you. Like, there are certain times where, like, I was taking an algebra 2 class, and more than half the class was failing. Like, so I don't know. When I went to college and I was taking, like, I was literally a choir kid in high school. Like, that is what like really made it fun and worth being there.
Yeah, I told myself that if I was going to stop going to school, I'd want to grow and learn in different ways. And I've actually been kind of thinking about that, because last summer I took whacking classes. Yeah. And I started whacking a little bit. And then this summer I'm thinking about learning a different type of dance. And I already looked into it, and I think I might do it.
I mean, you should. Why not?
It's gonna be belly dancing.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally see you doing that, and I feel like you'd already be great at it because you've done, you know, other dances like that. Yeah. So when you authentically are passionate and love what you're doing, you easily shine and you're happy.
Yeah.
I think it's important to go after whatever your heart feels called to. And at least if it didn't work out, you freaking tried it. Because what if you end up loving it so much and you're like, gosh, I'm so glad I decided to do this. Like, this is so fun. And you feel like you're living authentically instead of, oh, I'm too scared, or, oh, I don't think I could do it. It's like, bruh, like, try it. If it doesn't work out, you did it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you. I think it's going to be a fun new hobby that you might possibly really enjoy doing. Because you're literally in your 20s. Like, this is the time. You know, not that, like, you should ever stop, but, like, do it.
The belly dancing thing kind of goes into, like, what I think, like, living your truth is. Like, living my truth is, like, being creative. I don't always express things with my words, like, physically, or not physically, like, vocally speaking, you know? And so, like, I like to do it in different ways, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I could see that.
Other ways I like to express myself, like in dancing. And I think that's why I've been really liking going out so much.
Right.
Is because I don't have to talk.
Oh,
Have to talk.
that makes a lot of sense.
Like, I can listen to music, I could dance,
Right.
I could just vibe. And also expressing myself through, like, what I'm wearing
Right.
and, like, how I'm feeling that day.
Oh.
So that's why I feel like I really like going out recently. Yeah, is because I don't have to, like, vocally tell people, like,
what's going on? Like,
like, okay, like, I've been talking, I've been doing whatever, like, let's, like, do something else.
So, I was also thinking about, with being on this new journey of really understanding who we're becoming, and also after starting this podcast, I've been on a wave of trying to get more clarity on my purpose and also other skills that I'm good at, or even like hobbies I want to continue to dive into. And that's where it's so fun, because it's like, okay, like, what else am I good at? What else can I be creative with and expressive with? So I think that's where a lot of empowerment and power can come from, is not being afraid to try new hobbies. Like you were mentioning with belly dancing, it's like, okay, what else can I conjure up and really create something beautiful and expressive with? And I don't really want to mention too much of what I'm going to be diving into this year, because it will be things I'll be taking seriously. But having purpose clarity, living authentically, can really give you almost 2020 vision when you're not tied down negatively and energetically, and living clearly in your mind of, what does my highest self look like, and what other gifts and skills have I known that I have but haven't completely tapped into. Whether it's fun stuff like, indoor rock climbing, like I've done and I've killed it at before, but I fell too far up, so I landed wrong and I couldn't walk for a week. But before falling, like, I was like killing it. I wasn't even on the ropes.
Yeah.
So when you do things that are out of your norm and you challenge yourself, it surprises you, because you're like, damn, like, I didn't know I could be good at this too. So it really kind of encourages you to be like, yeah, girl, like, you could be good at a lot of things. You just have to open yourself up to experiencing it.
Yeah.
And it really shows you that, wow, like, I'm continuing to blossom into this new beautiful version of me that I'm so proud of. And you can look back and be like, oh yeah, like, I remember I did that once, and there was a season in my life where I was actively, pursuing this skill or this talent. And I hope that encourages other people to not be afraid to do the thing that they've been thinking about, and pursuing, that business. Because it's like, I've been an entrepreneur many times and have failed, but it's molded me to have strength and courage, and to keep trying new things without being afraid of falling, because I do believe in failing forward. Like, the people who have, achieved the most in this lifetime have gone out there and fallen on their face many times.
Yeah.
But that is, like, really what molds you into like really understanding who you can become. So, yeah, I feel like that's really a big part of what it is to live authentically for me this year. And the old me would have been like, damn, girl, that's scary. Or like, oh my gosh, like, you're going to do that? Like, I just feel like now, like, well, if I don't try it, I won't know. Even though some of it's like, damn, that's a big jump. It's like, I mean, there's nothing holding me back. Yeah. Like, let's just do it. Yeah. So, yeah, it's exciting. And then, you know, you just want to inspire and bring the people who've been riding with you on along this ride. But yeah, that is just something I wanted to share with this topic. And I do want to thank like the people who've been supporting us. Like we've been receiving so much love and positivity while we're out partying and just like doing our thing. So we're really grateful. Like we're about to hit 100 followers soon. Not sure if it already will be hit by the time we post this, but it's been just like an authentic, you know, growing journey for us. So it's really fun. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for watching the second episode. Yay. Stay tuned. There's a lot more we want to share with you along this journey. And we love you.
Yeah, love you.
Stay tuned.
See you later. Mwah.